What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. Now, today we are going to talk about men suffering in silence. And this wasn't my intention to do this live stream today. Um, there was other things that I wanted to talk about, but this started popping up on my timeline in terms of social media and stuff. And we talk a lot about modern women, and I typically talk about what's going on with us men with my members in my members only video. Just so y'all know, for any of my members that are watching, I will be having a members only video coming out tomorrow. I had some issues with my editing software and my computer, and I should have that video. It's pretty much almost done, but I should have that video wrapped up today, and I'll have that video out for my members tomorrow. Okay, sorry about that, but I will be trying to get more content out. All right? But anyway, as I was looking, at different things, I kept noticing a pattern, and the pattern, there was something that I saw that was really disturbing in terms of listening to what men are going through. Now, this is something I know. Again, I try to talk about men's only topics with my members and stuff like that. But today I thought it was important to share it to you guys. So we have a lot of video clips to get to tonight. And so I need you all to be patient with me. Even I'm going to do my best to, necessary commentary. And also I want to hear from you guys, right? So I want to spend a little bit more time listening and talking to you guys about this. And I just want to thank everybody. We're getting close to 40,000 subs if we're not already there. I haven't checked my analytics in a day or so. And I just want to say I'm very grateful to each and every one of you, even the ladies of this channel, okay? Because I realize the awesome responsibility that this channel has. So, and I want to make sure that I am also true to my word that I'm trying to talk and advocate for men. All right. So before we get to the main topic in our first video, I want to continue this shout out to the gents. If you guys don't know, I wouldn't be where I'm at without you all, right? I've been doing this for 4 years now, and the tried and true people are the ones that have kept this thing afloat. And I want to make sure I see who's in there today. Okay? Call me Yeshua. Another lie, baby. Let's go. Thank you for being here, Yeshua. Josh Cole, free. Thank you for being here, Josh. Ron Cole Media. He said, what up, gents? Ron, thank you for being here, brother. Shout out to Preston. Yo, brother, homie, TSG, what's good, gents, and the uncut peeps. Doing fine, Preston. I'm glad that you are here and you made it. DBZ Nation, definitely a kerfluffle. Yes, it is. And I'm gonna show y'all some stuff, and maybe some of you guys might be disturbed by it. Maybe some of you guys aren't shocked, but more often than not, no matter how well you're doing, some of you all are going to be able to relate to this. And we'll talk about that when we get there. But I have some stunning stuff to show you. All right, so doing some shout outs. Let's get into the first video. Enough of me talking. Let's get into this first video. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear this when I hit play. And something happened. Something happened.
What?
Okay, there we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Hold up.
What happened to the men that
What's up?
wanted to be
Put one
with
in
a
the chat.
woman? What happened?
What happened to the woman that respected the man? What happened?
They're still there.
Where?
They are.
Where?
You just have to.
What happened is I got the receipts all down my timeline saying money, Manyan, 8 feet tall. Missile got to be phenomenal. He got to be respectful. He got to be non-dramatic, God-fearing. Did I say rich? Oh, he got to be rich. He got to be wealthy. got to be healthy. You got to be handsome. I think that's what happened. But men ain't changed. We ain't changed. We still the same. But you know what's changed.
All right. Listen, we'll put it back here on her. Listen, there's a truth to this, right? Women feel like men have changed. And the difference is not that men have changed. We still respond to the same few things. We still respond to the same stuff. We are not hard to figure out, and women are making it hard. The reason, for any ladies listening, the reason why I talk about these topics is because I am trying to tell you and show you, if you can listen, that these are the things that good men, that men that want to be providers and protectors for their own family don't want to deal with anymore. I am clearly laying out the roadmap. Don't be like these women here and be ignorant, and you can win. Listen to what men say that they're looking for. Make sure you know that what you're supposed to be doing. Do those things, and your chances of winning go up. Yes, you're going to have to deal with men who don't trust as much, because if you're changing for the sake of trying to play off of a man or manipulate him, then it's going to come back on you at some point. But if you genuinely listen to what we're saying, then you can win. There's a chance for you to win. Part of the reason I made this video today was because of some of the comments on my last video. And we're going to talk about that video too, like not in detail, but I'm going to talk about that one too. And that's the one where I talked about, should black men divest from black women? And that video, if you watched it from beginning to end and you got out of your feelings like I told you to, I told you the way I felt on it. I don't think that that's necessarily the answer. But the reason why I bring it up is because if you read those comments and you stay objective, you will see that a lot of men, black men, do not feel appreciated by modern women. Hell, men in general, it ain't just black men. Men in general in this country do not feel like women respect them. And that's going to lead us in to our next clip. I'm going to get to the comments here in a second. Let me do my little opening with these clips. I want to get through the opening 3 or 4 clips, and then we can really start talking and getting into this subject, because I'm trying to paint a picture, okay? Now, one of the other problems that we're seeing, and another reason why you have so many black men who are just completely checked out, and men in general, sorry, when I go and I say black men, I know the majority of the viewers are black men, but I know that we have viewers all around the world, because there are a lot of common problems. So please bear with me when it comes to that, okay? But I use this because let's be real about it. The black community was ground zero for how to affect every other community. We are always the testing ground of some sick. I almost went into a Sean Curson rant. Let me scale back. Pray, bitch, pray. Okay, let me scale back. Black community has always been the testing ground for all the devious crap that goes on, right? We've been the guinea pigs for how to control society. We have been. Now, with that being said, one of the things that we see that a lot of ladies, they celebrate when black men get offed, when black men are controlled, deleted out of this realm of existence. This happened when Kevin Samuels was alive, or when he passed away 2 years ago. Damn near coming up on 2.5 years ago. Okay? We saw it. This next clip, I want you to just listen.
Y'all, another passport bro has died. So y'all always cracking jokes with your little devious ass smiles about every time something happens to a black man. What if we did the same? What if we start cracking jokes every time one of you little ragamuffins got mutilated for dating outside y'all race? How would y'all like that? Case in point, 19-year-old black girl.
Damn
First
shame.
date with Zaddy, as y'all would call him. Police found her dismembered. But you didn't see not one black man getting on social media cracking a joke about her losing her life because she decided to date somebody outside her race.
Yeah. And that's a damn shame. I'm never going to be like, oh, she got what she deserved. I'm never going to say that on this channel. It was absolutely disgusting. That girl lost her life unnecessarily. If you guys know me in this channel, when that young lady went to Cabo or wherever with her friends, the black girl, was about a year or so, about a couple of years ago. And then they fought her and they beat her. And then when she control alt, it was control alt deleted, they decided to hurry up and go back home. You remember that? I didn't speak ill on that young lady. I said, women, y'all need to watch y'all friends. Y'all so busy ragging on what the hell us men are talking about. And then little do you know, the same women that you he hit it up or showing hate toward us is the same MFers that are deleting y'all. The same women that y'all listening to don't care about you. And just because a man like myself and other men who get on these platforms and talk about this are telling you correctly, you can't handle the damn truth. This is what we are supposed to do. And a man of my age, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Telling y'all right, telling y'all from my experience. So I don't give a damn if you don't like it. But to sit here and be he-heing it because somebody went to overseas to live their best life and got control of deleted. And y'all make fun of it. Y'all support women that make fun of it. Let's continue.
First date, dismembered. Did one black man crack a joke?
Hell no.
Here we have it. Zaddy strikes again. Another black woman deleted. Met an older white guy on a dating app called Bumble. Found her demise. You didn't see not one black man crack a joke or make a post or make a smile or anything. Zaddy strikes again. Another beautiful black woman found dismembered after her first date with Zaddy.
Damn shame.
Family members said she did not deserve to go out like that.
She didn't. Nobody deserves
Although
that.
she
Well,
went out with a white guy, a man from another race, you didn't see not one black man crack a joke or make a post saying anything funny about this. Yet another beautiful black woman found dismembered. Met a foreigner on Snapchat and agreed to go back to his hotel for $500. Dismembered. Yet, not one black man got on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and cracked a joke. She lost her life for over $500. You didn't hear anything from black men. Another beautiful black woman who pulled herself up from the mud and became a multi-millionaire.
y'all see the
Did
pattern?
not date black men. That was her preferences. We do not condemn her for that.
No, we don't
You can
care.
date whoever you want to.
Yes, go ahead.
But she didn't date black men. She was a millionaire. She didn't date black men, but she dated a broke white guy. Fell in love with this guy. Married him. Was found dead. They wrote it as a suicide. Her sister said it was foul play because the black woman owned a multi-million-dollar company. The company did not go to her sister, her father, or her mother. It went to Zaddy. Yet you didn't see not one black man crack a smile, crack a joke, or say anything crazy because she found her demise dating outside her race.
Listen, there's still 2 minutes to this, and my point wasn't to drag that on for that long. I apologize. But as it went on, there's a serious point that I wanted to show you guys. You have not heard me ever on this channel celebrate the black women being control alt deleted. You have never heard me say that. But you can go on some of these women's platforms, and I even showed y'all last week, right? In the last video I did about black men divesting and showing you some of the nastiness that gets said, right, about us, about how that Zaddy they need Zaddy's help in showing force against black men. That's what was said in the video. If you haven't watched it, go watch my videos. Okay? You never hear me talk about that because I don't want that. And nor do I care who anybody dates. If that person makes you happy, sure. But you guys think that you're more covered because of the color of the man you date? And some of us men are delusional too when you think just because this woman is of another culture don't mean she won't slit your throat. That is a woman that's hungry. That is a woman, she still got her own ambitions. This is why I tell men and women to try the spirits, to understand who you are dealing with. Because there are evil people in this world of all shapes, colors, sizes. This is why I tell you to be smart in your dealings. And if you don't get that from these videos, then don't come here. And definitely don't comment. Just go somewhere else. That's all you got to do. Because the people that hear me and they understand. They see the bigger picture of what I've been putting together. And your lack of intelligence is not my fault. Your lack of understanding isn't the fault of content creators that give a damn. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, this next video clip here, sorry, the topic is going to be a little deep tonight. So before, let me break up the tension because I got my own self worked up. And I'm not done. There's more, okay? But this is where I'm just going to break the tension. Last week, I think I wrote down on this notepad that I said I wanted to find. I said, find it. Banana in the tailpipe clip. So for your viewing pleasure, check this out.
Yeah, we're not going to fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
Oh, check this out.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
So I just wanted y'all to know that I didn't get to the whole list of things that I had written down, but I just wanted y'all to know I hear you guys. You guys deal with me on a weekly basis, and you guys support the channel, and I thank you. Make sure you hit that like button right now. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I try to do this weekly unless, obviously I got other obligations. For my members, again, sorry about that. I've had some editing software issues. I would have had your video out on Monday had it not been for me having some computer issues, okay, which I'm still dealing with a couple of them, okay. That's the universe telling me it's getting damn near time to buy and upgrade that computer. But I will. It's coming, right? Anyway, let me get to the comments real quick. Catch a couple of these comments before we move on. Let's start here. This has been happening since the 1960s. Yeah, talking about the women. Yeah, so true, D-Dog. Yep. The great. Something has changed. Brothers such as yourself and, of course, the Godfather to whom all praise is due, absolutely, are no longer suffering in silence. No, but I'm going to show you. Just stay tuned. Listen. I may not present tonight's videos, and I may not, move along the way you want or say the things eloquently, but I will promise you, to me, I thought that the last video I made was one of the most important videos I made, and then somebody in the comments agreed. But I will tell you that to me, at this moment in time, based on what I saw, this is probably one of the most important live streams that I will ever do on this channel because of the topic. And so we're going to get there. We're going to get there. That's exactly why I'd rather stay single, away from evil people who celebrate the deletion of someone who is trying to make a difference. Yeah, absolutely. It's exactly why society is effed, is completely done for. Well, we have to be the change that we want to see. That's my philosophy. And I've learned that from being in charge of sailors over my 20-year career. Speak, my brother. Thank you, D-Dog. I appreciate you, man. In all seriousness, TSG, this is exactly that. A problem that needs help with society is officially screwed. Yep. 2 beautiful black women deleted by white men. That's crazy. Yeah. But here's the thing. I sometimes put it in community posts, some of those things, but I read these things all the time. And sometimes I just don't have time to further delve and investigate into what happened. But I see the same things. And you never really hear me celebrating it. I just talk about being cautious, about being, like being protective of who you allow into your life. If you watch my videos, I say this all the time. Okay. I may be a broken record, but there's a reason. The consistency of what I say should be the thing that, makes you know that I'm for real. Yabani Rob, thank you for being here, brother. I gave up on black women a long time ago. I'm happily married to a feminine Filipino. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that here in this video. Garbage like this is exactly why I lost faith in dating. Okay. Kind of read the same thing. So they date a broke white man, not black man. Yeah. See, but I don't care. D-Dog, don't ever trip on that, because if you decide I'm going to defend any man's right to date whoever he wants to, I'm going to defend that. I told you all at this point in time, because of the changes that women have made in society, all options for men should be on the table so that they don't feel like the men that I'm going to show you, or at least the comments that men are making right now. Okay. That's why you got to stick around. And I'm going to get through this. Let me get a couple more of these comments. Adam, thank you for being here as always. In the past, men could thrive when plugging into the matrix. Now it has become a death trap for foolish men. Absolutely. Right, my brother. Yep. Take your time, bro. We're here for the lessons of life. It's coming. It's coming. Shalom. 108 in the new covenant. Thank you. 144. Oh, deep. In all seriousness, do you still think that men should continue to approach these succubuses? We're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about it because that kind of gets wrapped into this. Tonight's video is it's about us men, okay? And we need to talk about it. We need to talk about these things, because until we address the issues that we are facing, how we're feeling, I would say it's damn near impossible for you to fully get to where you want to be. And it's almost impossible to ask a woman to handle the version of you that isn't fully healed. I would say the same thing as far as dealing with unhealed women to men. But we have to be the example. We have to be the leaders, and we have to be prepared. But we're going to talk about that. Right now, we're just stick with me. King, thank you for being here, my brother. Nothing much, big bro, homie, just chilling. Okay. Like a TSG villain. Okay. Now, I'm using this next clip because I'm trying to prove a point. How men get little, women think of us as an afterthought. And this woman, God dang it. This woman that you're about to hear from now, I just want you to hear her answer. You'll understand. And please bear with me tonight.
Rula, are you married?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Is he happy?
Oh, that's a weird question.
How is asking, is your husband happy, a weird question? But I want you to continue to listen. Check this out, you guys.
Usually they ask if I'm happy.
Oh, did you catch it? That part I wanted y'all to really hear. And I know I said I was going to let the video play, but we got to talk about that one little point right there. Society has told women that it's all about their happiness. And as I showed y'all in that divestment video, some women think that men are just beasts of burden to serve them. I want you to think about that. That's how I know we live in the most privileged society ever, because that was not always the case. If men just all snapped and lose their minds right now, there's all like, I know there's women that are packing heat and doing their thing, but I'm going to tell you, a lot of women ain't going to be safe. They wouldn't be safe if men just snap. There's nothing y'all can do about it. Or there's certain, but even with all the guns you wanted to, if every man snapped in this country right now, you could not stop. You could not stop every man. You could not. You couldn't. And men who are strong in their constitutions, and the reason that women enjoy what they do now is because men stood up to other men in order for it to be as it is right now. And now the pendulum has swung so far, a lot of women think they're invincible. We're going to talk about that in one of the next clips, but let's continue to listen.
Yeah, but like, it's a different kind of an interview. I'm just,
Let me back that up because I want you to hear. I really think it's crazy.
Is he happy?
Oh, that's a weird question. Usually they ask if I'm happy.
Yeah, but like, it's a different kind of an interview. I'm just, because he's not here, like, I want to show my care for him as well. Is he happy? Your answer is yes, no. You don't wanna answer that question?
No.
How hard is that to answer? Is your man happy? How don't you know if your husband is happy?
I think it's okay. I think we got the answer.
Who we?
That's me and the camera guy. You got it, bro?
Well, fucking
Yo, she went F you, and F you. Who's next? Ha ha, she went straight coming to America on them, okay? Why did I play that clip? I played that clip because women are only invested in their own happiness. And let me say that if you come across a woman who only thinks of herself, red flag. Do not proceed any further. I'm just warning you. Because a woman who only thinks of herself is capable of such deviousness. Men too. Now, I didn't want to bring this subject up, but men too. Men, some men need 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube, okay? Sorry, I'm trying to break the tension. I'm trying to break the tension because this is a serious subject tonight. I'm going to break it with comedy, right? Because it's hard to do. This is hard to talk about, especially when I get to those parts. I don't understand 1,000 bottles of baby lube or baby oil. Like, either you got a lot of people there, because like one bottle of baby oil, maybe two, it's like a lifetime supply. I mean, it's like that grease. Was it Murray's hair grease? One can is a lifetime supply. You just put a little dab in your finger and rub it, and you got Murray's for life. Anyway, enough about the puffy. Enough about puffy. Let's get to the next clip.
So women historically have been pedestalized. They have been kind of trained to believe that the relationship is for them, the wedding is for them, kids are for them, all these things are for them. It's the husband's job, the happy wife, happy life. And I am working very diligently on changing that narrative. Healthy relationships are actually co-created.
Yes.
Each person comes together, building a home. They sit down, they plan out what they want in that home, and they bring their tools and they bring all their supplies, and together they build this fantastic home that they're going to live in. Together they're going to maintain it. And if something is not going right, there's a need here that I need to have met. What do you think about that? Oh, we could do this. We could spend more time together. We could go out. And together they're going to work on that. And both people have needs. The man can bring forth a need, the woman can bring forth a need.
Yeah.
And it should be treated the same.
So anyway, part of the reason why I played that is because she brought up exactly what we talked about in the last clip, that women think that the relationships revolve around them without a second thought about what us men want, right? To some extent, they'll do it. They'll, what they will, some women think that the only thing that men need is relations. They think that the only thing that men, especially men who are on their purpose, need is just to clap cheeks. Yes, that is a very important part of it. And I talked about that, right? I talked about how the intimacy is very important to men. But at the same time, it's not all we need. All right. And we're going to talk, for the ladies that are listening, I'm going to talk about something a little bit later on in this live stream, that we need to talk about understanding men and why men operate the way we do. And I hope this is eye-opening. It's not going to be easy to hear, but it should be eye-opening, okay? But we're going to get there. Shout out to Tim. He said, hello, friends. Thank you for being here, Tim. I appreciate you. Women are more committed to patting those dry weaves than committing to a man for a lifetime. God dang. King, off the top. King said, I'm chilling with a cigar and a drink. Yeah, all I got is a grape drink tonight. It's got some grape drink, okay? Wow, that is such a simple question to answer, lady. Talk about the last one. Yeah, of course. Of course, women know about alimony and divorce, but don't know when her man is happy. Yep. And that's what I wanted to show. You guys are getting it. P. Diddy, the diddler, played himself like an idiot fiddle. Oh, look, I might bring up Diddy a little bit through here, but y'all know me, man. I only bring up famous people to make points and in passing. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let me. Now we need to look at why is it that modern women today seem to have little regard for what a man needs in a relationship, what men need in society? Why do women have so little yeah, sorry about that. It was getting good. Damn it, y'all trying to make me lose my audience. That's trying to make me lose. This is some BS right here, man. Right. Let me make sure everything good. Oh, damn it. I gotta set everything up. Thank you, Juju. I appreciate you. Let me set up my screen again. Wow, this is crazy, man. You know, y'all ever notice something? It's always when you be on topics like this that we're talking about tonight, that the thing just go haywire. You ever notice that? Every time, man. Every time. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear this video coming up.
Hey, y'all, come look at this. Little girls were not taught how to treat a man. They wasn't taught how, they was taught how to navigate a man. Don't let a man do this, don't let a man do that. But they wasn't taught how to treat a man. You don't know why you don't even know why it's important to cook for your man.
I told my friends that the other day and they were like, that's not true. And I'm like, did your mama teach you? And they were like, no. Did your mama teach you? No. So amongst us, it's not true. So what do you think the majority is?
You have a long list of how a man needs to be. It could be a perfect date, but you'll go get on the phone with your homegirl after the date and be like, he didn't even do this. He didn't even do that. Women have been afforded to live in this homogenized reality where everything you want, you've been told is priority over what a man wants and needs. And a man is supposed to learn everything that a woman needs and a woman wants and how to navigate her. And here's the blueprint and the manual to her. But a lot of women have not learned that about men, and men have a manual and a blueprint too. But how many women, even y'all two, can sit here and say, I know what the manual is when it comes to a man, especially the kind of man I want? Can either one of you say that? And I'm not indicting y'all, but this is a conversation even for the people out there listening. Little boys, from the time we're little boys, we're taught how to treat a woman, how to treat her. Open up the door. You got to pay for it. You got to do this. We might not do it, but we were taught that way for the most part.
All right. Yeah, it got good and then that part cut off. But this is exactly what I was talking about earlier, right? He brings up a great point. This was like, I'm from the South. I'm from New Orleans. Y'all know that, okay? I still to this day open doors, man. I open doors. I wouldn't even let my woman touch the door. Now she know what to do. She steps off to the side. She allows me to open the door. She walked through. If it's a double door, she steps off to the side again. I open up the next door. This is something that I require, because this is what I do. Now, I may not always catch that car door, but I catch the car door enough. This was something that I was taught that I think is a good practice. And additionally, it's something that I can do that I can sustain. I've told y'all this. I don't buy flowers and candy. That's not who I am. I can't sustain that. I'm not going to think about that. But I can keep opening doors. I can keep being a gentleman where I need to be, right? But when you listen to women today, it don't sound like they have any training on how to talk to, treat a man, how to behave around a man, how to, nobody's teaching young women this. And that's an issue. But as I told you guys, there's a bigger issue at play. Just like how they're trying to shut off my internet, there's a bigger issue at play.
How do you control the black man who may be a stronger, smarter, more creative, faster, jumps higher specimen than the man? You take his woman away. You take his queen away. Now his queen don't love him. His queen don't respect him. His queen don't value him. That's how you keep the black man down. That's how you keep them from rising up and becoming great. You break it up. Now you got these sons that are raised by women and are taught that masculinity is wrong. Oh, we don't want to be masculine. So what happens? Now we demasculizing our kids. Now these kids are growing with feminine energy and feminine thoughts. Is that really what we want? Yeah, until this shit cool until China come over here and start bombing our asses and everybody walking around like, ew, it's Kanye bomb. No, then now all of a sudden you want the masculine man back. How do you?
Thank you, Chosen, for being 1 second. I gotta put you down on the list. There we go. Let's get that banner back up there. Chosen with the $10 super chat. We back, TSG. Rio was life-changing. Can't wait to hear about it, my man. Can't wait to hear about it. I'll ask you some more questions here in a little bit about Rio. But I'm so glad we're back. Oh, sorry. 4 up, man. Great seeing you, man. He said, Preston, my ex-girlfriend really thought that. Too bad. I dropped her and picked up a better one. Good for you, 4 up. Great for you, brother. The girl I'm messing with don't want her current man, and that bozo broke her phone. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. She still came through, though. Hell yeah, brother. Do you live the life you deserve to live? Yeah, we're going to talk about all that stuff. Chosen doing it right. All right? But they bring up a great point on here. right? Think about what he said. And remember that I've talked about this on the channel. Think about that reference I made in one of the other live streams about playing chess. I've told you that one of my favorite sayings come from Denzel Washington in Training Day. This is chess, not checkers. All right? And it's true. The king, the game, look, the queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard. Ladies, I'm giving you a credit. The queen is the most powerful piece on the chessboard. That woman will ride for her man in any direction that is necessary in order to make sure that their team is successful. The most powerful piece is the queen. And a lot of ladies don't understand that as a responsibility to the family and to society as a whole. But the game is over when the king falls. The queen is the most powerful piece. The king is the most important piece. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we need each other in essence. And that's why I said in the last video, I don't necessarily believe in divestment. But I also am not going to tell gents of this channel to talk to women that don't have their best interest in mind. I don't care what color you are. You could be green. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But this is what I say. These brothers the brother brings up a great point. Now they brought up another point he brought up another point in that last video about weak men. Let's talk about it. Matter of fact, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to allow someone you all know to talk about it or knew.
Good dudes just had no leadership or direction. Nobody told us the roadmap. So we're trying to figure out all this other stuff, and we don't like failing you. We don't like failing you, so a lot of dudes are scared too. Just like, well, I'm trying to become a man I never saw, a father I never saw, a husband I never saw, a brother I never saw, a friend I never saw, all while at the same time moving in the world. So this is what I need you ladies to understand, that a lot of times y'all see us as brothers, men, and y'all don't realize how important y'all's words are to me. And that's why I say feminine, beautiful, and inspirational.
D-Dog says Kevin Samuels was the truth. Absolutely. It keeps jumping on me. Let's put it this way. This generation of mothers are 304s for the current kids. Big Kevin in the house. Yep. So he's right. Particularly in the black community, you have a lot of men who are taking on these roles, doing the best they can, and all that pressure on the shoulder of a man. And if you don't believe there's a lot of pressure, then why is it that women that are then why is it that you see that women who are in current positions of power or doing well, whatever it is, on the internet complaining about how hard it is, about they don't want to do it no more? There's a reason why we was passing away earlier than women, because that stress. I told my buddies this. I said it's the stress that kills people, and it kills us men because on the outside, we'll keep a strong front. On the inside, though, we die a little bit every day for the people that we love. They don't even see it nor appreciate it. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Yes. Doing our best, man. Doing our best. And it's not enough ever to satisfy miserable and ungrateful people. Yes. Nobody gives a shit, man. And y'all going to see that here in a little bit. The next two videos is where I'm going to build the rest of tonight's live stream off of. The next two videos is what I saw that inspired me to put together these clips tonight for you all. And I hope you all appreciate it, because I've read it. I read some of these comments, And y'all know I don't really do the whole comments thing all the time because I should do it more. I really should. And you know what? Let's write that down. Be better showing comments. Because I think that it would bolster some of the points that I'm making. Ladies, you all think that we're in these spaces and it's really just about bashing you. And it's not. I told you I will expose the behaviors. And all those ragamuffins that come into my comments, I told you, when y'all come in there with the foolishness, tenfold on the videos. I'm coming back tenfold. So just shut up. But you ain't never going to catch up because y'all have had so many negative comments. I'm in for at least another 1,000 videos. Okay? Y'all can't keep up. Where's my mouse cursor? All right, there we go. These next 2 videos, though, this is going to set off the tone for the night. So before we get into these next videos, I'm going to play something because I just need to, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's going to be tough seeing and reading this stuff and talking about it. So just to kind of get myself in the right mindset, get myself, I'm going to play this for y'all.
Yeah. We're not going to fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
You're not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
Oh, okay. I had to play that because shit about to get real. Okay? The proverbial shite is about to get real.
My last video hasn't even been up 10 minutes. And honestly, the comments are so heartbreaking. If you are a woman and you call yourself loving a man, especially if you are a wife, you need to go watch that last video and read them comments. And you put your face to that screen and you read every single one. If you are a woman and you're out here either dating or if you're married to a man and you are refusing to understand their desires to be loved because you're so focused on yourself, these men are out here suffering right in front of y'all face and nobody is paying attention and everybody is acting like they don't give a damn. How are we supposed to build the community if you're not building the man? Go watch that last video. Face it. Put your face in it and read them all.
Look, there's no delaying it. I'm going straight to the next one. I clipped it because I screenshotted it off my phone for you all to be able to see. Okay? Here it is. Actually, I'll put myself lower on the screen so you guys can see it.
Fellas, I have a serious question for y'all. I'm just curious. Do y'all really feel like y'all have enough resources available for y'all? Like as far as like venting and just having an outlet, do y'all really feel like the community has provided enough outlets? Do y'all feel like it's enough? Because I know some of y'all's organizations only meet like once a month or every other week. Do y'all feel like y'all need more? Do y'all actually have genuine connections outside of making payments to therapists or different programs? Do y'all feel like it's genuine that y'all actually have people that actually you can physically see that they're passionate and they care about you? Or do you feel like it's all about the dollar amount for y'all to get help? Please answer that in the comments. Fellas.
All right. It must have looped because I kept doing more. But before we get to those extra comments, I want to show you guys this, okay? This dude says, not at all. We have only our brother. I think he meant brothers. The problem is that if we go to these programs, it's not manly. It's not manly. It's done in a feminine way. So when we vent, it has to be a certain way. We are raising men. This is why men don't want to do these things. They don't want to go because there's all these female therapists, there's not enough male therapists. And men talk to each other a different way, in a way that every man needs. Let's continue.
Serious question for y'all. I'm just curious. Do y'all really feel like y'all have enough resources available for y'all?
This next comment says, I wake up every day acting like everything is all right, but inside I am really broken. All I can do is man up and keep acting like everything is all right and pray to the Most High. The one below that, only woman that loves me is my mama.
Like as far as like venting and
there's more.
Just having an outlet, do y'all really feel like the community has...
The guy at the top says, I'm married, but I have no one. Just have to bottle it up. There is no safe space for me. The guy below that says, I can complain, but no one listens or cares. I can talk to my mom, but I can't even tell her everything. So I keep it to myself and keep pushing. A good man is not missed until he's gone. I've said that earlier in this live stream.
Provided enough outlets. Do y'all feel like it's enough?
Dude says, nope, I'm good. I'll figure it out, though. Thanks for asking. Guy below that, no outlets, only judgment. The next person, no, unfortunately, we are emotionally isolated and suffering in silence. But wait, there's more. Yep, exactly. Oh, there's more.
Because I know some of y'all...
I'm reading. I clipped it enough. I said I'm reading every one of these comments. I wanted on this channel that I read the comments of how men feel. So all the bitter and angry women that's out there and you listening, I hope you're listening. If you celebrating this, something is wrong with you.
Organizations only meet like once a month or every other week.
Bo Green says we on our own. The Cool Review says we suffer in silence. Pitfall, I've been married for 15 years, so this guy is married. And I can easily change my name to pay bills or ATM. And my family would be fine with that because that's all I am. Pay for everything and everybody else's stuff. Men are feeling used.
Do y'all feel like y'all need more? Do y'all actually have genuine connections outside of making payments to therapists or different programs? Do y'all feel like it's genuine that y'all actually have people that...
Wow, I just read some of these comments and I thought I was the only one. We can't talk to nobody and release because it's weak and not manly. Gym, work, sports is our only outlet. Frank White says, I haven't seen a safe space for this. So I just go to work and go home. Let me raise this up a little bit more.
Actually, you can physically see that they're passionate.
Tory's Walker or whatever. Tory S. Walker. No, we don't. We really don't. The expectation for men are so high to the point we have to remain that exterior as Superman, but on the inside, Clark Kent needs healing so Superman can be strong. Absolutely.
Do they care about you? Or do you feel like it's all about the dollar amount for y'all to get help? Please answer that in the comments.
Now, this woman writes to each and every one of y'all, we are out here. Don't give up. Your worth can never be measured by a dollar amount. Absolutely. So when these women start talking about what you got and how much money, red flag. You can do without her. You can, I don't care how pretty she is, how much she act like she into you. If she talking in dollars to you, let that woman go. Now, the creator of that video says, says, good women still exist and we single. Listen, I've talked about this many times. I've told you guys, I'm never going to let these women tell you guys that there are no good men out there, just like I do not believe that there are no good women. But the thing is, you have to be ready as a man, as the way you need to be in order to be a leader for that woman and your potential future family. We have work to do as well. This is why I always talk about being on our purpose and our grind. It's not just something nice I say. I'm telling you, it is the roadmap.
Fellas, I have a serious...
Let's see where that, let me advance it a little bit. right there. Professor X says, I go to therapy, but I feel unloved and unlovable in a few other ways. This woman below says, I knew this was the reality. So sad, man. Isn't it, sis? I know this is what the creator says. I know they do us wrong, but this is not about us. It's simply about men having outlets. It's heartbreaking. Thank you for standing with me. Listen, yes, some men are going to do you wrong. Some men are overall good men and still end up doing women wrong. I'm guilty of it, right? I've been on that side. And it's because I can tell you now at this age, with everything that I've learned and been through, is that I still had some things to figure out. It had nothing to do with that person. It had everything to do with me trying to figure out who I was in that moment. This is why I say you could be a good man, but you still have work to do. Because I can tell you now that the finished product, well, you're never a finished product, but I can tell you the product of the man that I am now is so much better than what I was back in the day. And I can honestly say that other than being naive in some points, I will say as being a good man, yes, that was a check. But being the man that I needed to be the leader, to have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding required for a man, I was not there. No matter how smart I was, it wasn't enough. I didn't have the life experience, nor did I have the intestinal fortitude to put my foot down when I needed to. We are not a finished product. Even this version of me now is not a finished product. Let's see what else is on there. See what other. All right. This next person, Hot Rod, says we are out here with no support, but we're doing the best we can. Diego says, nope, that's why I'm alone now. Junthao says, my adult kids is the only ones I vent to, and I try not to vent to them. Oh, I get it. I try not to vent to my kids either. Because they need, in my head, and I'm sure a lot of men's head, the people that need you need to see you strong. They look to you. This is why men can't vent. Because too many people, when you are weak, they look at you differently. And hell, that's worse than just suffer, in my opinion. I'm not saying that's right, but I know a lot of men feel the way I do. Mr. Ain't Going says, I talk to God when I need to vent, and that's all I need. Good for him. Black Buddha says, nope, I wish I had someone to talk to. Like Water for Duck says, I've been married 11 years, and I have no one. This is why that woman talked about, hey, if you're married too. She talked about married couples. Ladies, if you married, your man is in this relationship trying to do the best he can, and a lot of men are in there, women talking about, I'm leaving because I ain't happy. Well, a lot of men ain't happy either, but they fucking bottle that shit up. Excuse my French. Hell, I didn't even turn monetization on this video. I don't give a shit. Actually, I'm not even going to turn it on today. Okay? Don't even care. I don't care. This subject is way too important. I think that's all of the comments. Oh, last one. My children love me for sure. I have siblings and I know they care. I attempted to do a father's podcast, but couldn't go through with it because I think it says my kid's mama felt some type of way. Let me finish playing. Yep, that was it. He said his kid's mama felt some type of way. So he was going to do a men's podcast to try to have a place to talk, and he was worried about what his baby mama thought. I'm going to tell you something. I don't worry about what my exes think about what the hell I'm doing. Okay? If they're not on board, they're not on board. This ain't for them. And if they would have listened to this, I would tell them this ain't about you. This is bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. So I wanted you guys to see that. Now, as a result of men, the kind of comments you just saw in the last video, a lot of men are just going their own way. It's easier to be alone than to deal with BS. Yes, being alone hurts, being alone is not what we really want, no matter what men say. I've even polled it on this channel before in the community post. And so I want you to hear what let's listen to this woman right here.
I think I've come to the realization that these men really going to cause the whole world to go extinct. They don't want to listen to nothing that women have to say. And women are literally like, okay, we're not going to date y'all. We're going to pick better. Y'all told us to pick better. We're going to do that.
Picking better, ma'am. Hold on. Let me say this. I got to say this. I need this documented on this channel. Ma'am, picking better don't mean what you think it means. See, when we tell y'all to pick better, you know what y'all hear? This is what women hear, gents. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong, gents. But when we say pick better, women's like, okay, then I need to give me a high value man. Instead of making 100,000, he got to make 200,000. He got to make 300,000. Oh, he got to be driving this. He got to be doing that. He gotta, worship my feet. I hate feet, by the way. He gotta worship my feet and throw rose petals on the ground in front of me so I don't put my precious feet on the ground because I'm a queen. I'm better than any man. Any man. That's what y'all hear. That's what we interpret that you're hearing. When we say choose better, choose a man who's going to choose you, choose to do right by you, who is going to be a leader, who's going to be a provider. A provider don't mean he got to give you $100,000 or he got to be making $250,000. It don't mean that shit. It don't mean that. Understand that the man that might be for you that you're overlooking and that you may not be the right woman for him. Oh, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what your job is. I don't care what kind of accolades you have because no other man, no real man cares about that shit. Let me rephrase that. I told y'all about dating professional women. If you are a professional man, you should care about dating professional women. Now, you have to test that woman and you have to know where her mindset is at. But if you are a professional man, it's time to cut that cord. Leave these broke bees alone. Oh, yeah, but we can raise them up from McDonald's and blah, blah, blah. Look, if she grew up poor, she's never going to appreciate you. If she is with you because, let's say, she works at McDonald's and you met her there, or she works at Walmart, and then you elevate her and because you making, 50, 60,000 a year, oh, that's going to sound great. But as soon as you elevate her and she think there's another rung she can go up higher, she going to go up to that rung. Most women are showing this. Ladies, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. And just know that from what we're seeing, those are isolated incidents. Because women as a whole are hypergamous. They're always looking about moving up. How can I give myself the better chance of survival? But when you're equally yoked with somebody, you don't care what she makes, but she cares enough about you to understand that you all combining your forces makes you stronger together than her worrying about buying Birkins and getting flued out and shit. That's the thing that don't make sense to us, ladies. You all aren't even worried about community building. Because as soon as you say, well, he needs to take me out here and the Birkin and the blah, blah, and the blah, 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 I already know your mindset is fucked up. Monetization is off. Put the kids to bed. This topic is too serious. Y'all might hear a few more F-bombs come out, okay? Y'all might hear a few more F-bombs. First of all, let me say this. Shout out to Thurman, man. He says becoming a YouTube member. Thurman, I swear to y'all members, my members, thank you so much. Listen, for the price of a cup of coffee a month, you can become a member to this channel. And I'm going to make exclusive videos for my members. I'm working on one now. Been working on one for the last 3 days. And it wasn't the internet. It was like my editing software had a glitch or something. Okay. So I'm about 3/4 of the way done editing that video, but my goal is to have it out tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to get done with this live stream. I'm going to finish up that video. And then the next video I'm making after that is I'm going to, kind of cut up the video interview I did with my mom. So you have to be a member to watch the discussion I have with my mom. Okay. Y'all still going to see clips here and there in future videos, but my intention is to put the whole discussion, obviously minus the ums and the ahs and stuff like that. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. And that'll be the next video that will come out for members, and that will come out on Monday. Okay. So that's my goal, to get those 2 members only videos. Price a cup of coffee. You guys are going to get exclusive access, deeper conversations. And when I get a chance, I'll even make video clips of, some of the places I've been and done and stuff like that. Thank you so much to my community. Thank you to all of y'all. Even if you're not a member, thank you for being here. Hit that like button. Let's continue to listen to what you got to say.
Okay, which means we're not picking none of y'all. Do they know what happens when we don't have kids? They are leading us into extinction, right?
We're leading y'all into extinction? Ha! Ha! Keep listening.
Which might be good. I mean, it seems like the best option right now. Like, with the way the world is going right now, this might actually be a good idea. Maybe we should let the men take the lead on this one.
Now listen, I don't have much to say after this, because I want you to listen to this other dude respond to this. Okay? I want you to listen to this next guy respond. Your video is stopping 5:50 p.m. Wednesday, September 25th, Los Angeles time. I don't know what that means. Is it freezing or something? Okay. It's hard for me to tell. Okay. Yep. Extinction. But listen to this next dude. Listen. Check this out.
Realization that these men really going to cause the whole world to go extinct.
Hey, y'all. I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but I ain't trying to be low down. I'm not bashing on black women and this and that, man. The only people finna go extinct is black women with these nasty attitudes.
Oh,
y'all be talking all this stuff, but y'all gonna fuck around and have the men, especially out of our culture, the black men, procreate outside of the race. I don't give a fuck about. Even some of the guys I follow and admire, they'll say you're a sellout and do this and that. But y'all finna cause y'allself to be extinct.
Oh, let's keep listening.
Black women finna cause themselves to be extinct. It's gonna be a whole new breed of squirrels and shit around this motherfucker. But look, if it take that to make that nasty attitude go away, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna be extinct. And I think some of y'all see this shit. So anybody got something to say about who's swirling and who doing this? And ain't nobody of the pure bloodline of black trying to straighten this shit up. And everybody just gonna keep on ignoring this shit like we don't see a big problem with this shit. Hey, it's just what it is. Yes, somebody gonna go extinct.
Oh, hey, y'all gotta watch that video when I make it. That's a great title. And I'm going to do it only the way I can here at TSG Uncut. Topic, Black women going extinct. Now listen, y'all know I do everything with nuance and care when I make these videos, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong. This woman right here, let me put her up on screen. Oh, let me put her up on screen. This woman here says that we're going to cause an extinction event. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. See, you got to understand. Black men have options now. See, the title of tonight's video was Men Are Suffering in Silence, but wait, there's hope. And I told you I'm coming with it. I am coming with it. Black women, no shade to y'all. Love y'all to death. But here's the thing. You are causing your own extinction event because men are going where they're appreciated, not tolerated. Yes, there are men suffering in silence, but the reason why I made this video is because I wanted to open some eyes first. And even the last clip, I'm going to show you, if you make it to the end, I'm going to show you that you are loved, right? Hell, even white men are like, I ain't dealing with these damn women, no modern women no more. They going to Asian women. Like men are finding new options. They are. You all changed the dating market, and you all don't like that the stock is crashing. You all inflated the market, right? Overinflated the market. Let me tell y'all some economics real quick. Overinflated the market with basically knockoff items, right? That knockoff Louis Vuitton. And at first people was buying it. It's like, oh, this is cheap. This is nice, blah, blah, blah. And then the men was like, wait a minute. This shit ain't good. It's falling apart at the seams. The damn handles that fell off the bag. The LV just rubbed right off, right? Oh. Make that video, Sean. It's coming. Actually, shit, that should be the next video. Bro, please make that video. It's coming. Let's go. Bro spitting. I'm telling you. Yeah, he was. All right. And Adam says, yep, I'm happily married in Thailand. Boom. See? Adam is one of the OG gents here on the channel. And he gives us tea on how his wife pretty much was there for him. His Thai wife. All that she did for him. Ladies, if you can't operate at that level now, instead of this knockoff Louis Vuitton type thing, and I'm using Louis Vuitton, no knock on them, but this knockoff brand items y'all trying to give us, trying to flood in the cheap products from China, right? That kind of thing. Men are like, yo, I see Adam. I see what he's getting. He can be himself around that woman, and look at all he's getting. And then in turn, ladies, I'm about to give y'all some secrets before we move on. But the secret is it makes Adam go harder. Adam, if I'm lying, tell me, doesn't not the way your wife treats you make you go harder as a man for her, make you want to do more for her? Adam, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Sean, you're wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know, Adam. I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm going to make the next video. Adam, let me know. Jump in there, bro. And wait for the so-called ride or die sister to push them in it. Yep. Adam Kidd, congratulations, man. Yeah, Adam, let me know, man. Let me know. But I don't think I'm wrong. Now, before we get into the hope, I got to get back into this anger a little bit because I like to drill the point home, okay? Y'all know Kwame Brown, first round draft pick that was drafted by the Washington Wizards, right? Michael Jordan wanted him there. See, Adam said you're absolutely right. It makes you go harder. When you have a woman that's ride or die for you, it makes you want to be a better man. My woman makes me want to be better. Yes, it's going to take some time because I'm a trout mouth heathen sometimes. But I can tell you that she is getting some of the best of me, and there's more best of me to come. At least I feel that way. But it makes me want to go harder. It makes me want to do better. Right? Let's play this next clip. Thank you, Adam, for that.
Why wouldn't I be angry though? When women sit down and they talk about traumas that's happened to them, don't we all pay attention and listen and understand? Why is it when a black male says that I grew up in a household with no father, I grew up with no leadership, I've been shot at, the police profile me, I get no respect from males or females, why wouldn't I be angry? And that's the problem. We keep trying to tell black men that you can just man up, you have no reason to be angry. We do. I want it to sound that way so people can pay attention, because men are at a point where it's getting to a melting pot.
Absolutely everything I just said, right? Was that not what I just told you guys? Look, the titles of these videos and the thumbnails might come off harsh, but I got to get you in the door to hear the message. And there's always a message. There's entertainment, right? There's entertainment. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to make it entertaining. I'm going to make it catchy, try to make it funny. I do all these things with the video because you're giving me your time. But on the flip side, there's a deeper message throughout the whole thing. Get out of your feelings. Actually, that should be a t-shirt. Get out your feelings. Let me see if I can make that into something. My wife was my housekeeper who helped me recover from a stroke. Seeing her beautiful heart, I married her. Exactly. Exactly. Seeing her beautiful heart. When he was down, when Adam was down, his woman was riding hard for him. That makes a man be like, oh man, this woman right here, I'm still working on me, but this woman right here, I'm loyal to this. I'm loyal to this woman who rode for me when nobody else was there. They got men that would do that for you guys, for you ladies. There's men that would do that for you. But you ain't that type of woman that's willing to ride for him. It's all about you, right? You all have forgotten who you are. You have abdicated your responsibility to your man for some pipe dream. I caught myself. That F-bomb was coming hard too, man. That F-bomb was about to drop, son. Guys, all we got is us. This world, even our women would see us completely destroyed. I know, man. And that's why I make the content that I do. It might be hard to hear. Hell, I have men come in my comments and say, man, that video went so hard I couldn't even watch it all. Please watch the videos all the way through and support. It's tough, but it's supposed to be tough. Because if that shit don't spark you to change, I don't know what it is. If that don't spark you to get on your purpose, and we're going to talk about that tonight. Because I always talk about purpose on this channel. Always have. Always have. And I'm going to bring that full circle here. Y'all know where y'all know I be coming. Y'all know that I put these shits together in a certain way. When you find the right woman, they can truly make you whole as a man. Absolutely. Absolutely. I am doing good now. Yes, Adam is doing great. I'm happy for Adam. And he's also, again, he's one of the ride or die gents here. And he'll always have my support. Check this out. Now, the title of this one is This Is Why Being a Black Man Can Be Exhausting. Again, this is still tracks with all men, but hear me out.
I don't feel like society as a whole allows black men to be able to not have it figured out.
Or to just f up and be okay.
Right. And that's the thing. Because a lot of times we will feel like
we're be perfect.
Yeah, we feel like we have to be perfect. We feel like we have to have it all figured out all the time. And that's what leads to like the depression, the ideations, because we're like, oh, I'm not doing life right because I'm lost right now. There's something wrong with me because I don't have it all figured out right now. This is a me problem because everybody else that I'm seeing, looks like they have it
But they
figured
just
out.
being as performative.
Right. And we're all just wearing the mask. And nobody has decided, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm going to take it off and actually be real. So we all just, we all believe that we should all have it figured out because our thought process is all the people around us have it figured out. And they're telling me that I should have it figured out. You get what I'm saying? So it's exhausting.
I mean, to be
bro.
honest, that is just like a consequence of living in the US.
Listen, I'm not going to play the rest because I don't really care. The point is, what he said was not wrong. You have a bunch of women out here who are fake pretending that their life is perfect. Meanwhile, I know the statistics. Hell, you talk about living here in Vegas, the highest level of evictions are Black women in Vegas. It's not just them. Evictions are up around Vegas because the housing went up, but they're not paying people more. Things are back, but things are not at the level they were pre-pandemic. I'm telling you, gents, man, if I still had it like I did before the pandemic, I'm telling you, like, I started knowing the security managers at all the major nightclubs. I'm talking about the ones on the strip, and I don't even like going to the strip. But I used to know all the security managers. I used to get ahead of the line. I used to get in for free. Some places I still do, but I'm saying that I used to have it good in this town. Hey, man, hey, go check me out at my bar, man. Hey, here's a card. Here's my card. Come to my bar. You know, I make y'all some tasty drinks. The food is good. You guys are going to love it. Just come through. Oh, man, good looking out. Hey, why don't you come up here to the line, man? Right? Then I'd be like, you know so-and-so? Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I know so-and-so. And they'd be like, oh, man, come on in, man. I used to have it like that. The footage I would have right now, if Vegas was still the Vegasing, hell, I may not have reached where I needed to. This channel may not have even existed had things continued on the way that they did. But instead of saying, well, things ain't the way they used to be, so I don't know what I'm going to do. No, man, we have to evolve. And I don't need to, like, I still love people watching, still love going out, right? Me and my woman went to San Diego, had a great time over the weekend, a couple weekends ago. And we just went out and had a good time. Just genuine adulting. And it was fun. I told her from the beginning, I'm never not going to be that dude. I'm from New Orleans. I don't know how not to be involved in things, but I know that I'm not involved in it as much as I used to be because I have this TSG Uncut and I have a responsibility to it. So I can't do the things I used to do, and that's okay. I told you, I'm a work in progress. I don't claim to be perfect, though I have a good life. I don't claim it's perfect. There's so much more to do. One of the problems that we have is where everyone is quick to bring out how weak men are. Like I said, we never, that's a wrong statement. What we see and what I've showed you guys on this channel is how masculine modern women have become. And they throw that masculine under the guise of, I'm independent, I don't need anyone, which we know is a lie. We know it's a lie. But the worst is the women that's talking up to men like they men. I showed y'all in my last video how the woman was talking about taking away the dude's phone and yelling at him. And I showed you the video clip of the dude getting knocked out of his chair by his woman, raising her hand to her man. Let me show you why men don't do that shit. Let me show you why men don't do nothing like that.
Men go through their entire day understanding that if I say the wrong thing or if I do the wrong thing, there's a potential that that man standing 2 feet away from me might punch me in the fucking face.
Might not like it.
So I'm going to be respectful of that man. You know, we might have a disagreement and I'm going to say some shit, but I realize that there is a line. There's a line that if I step over, I am risking violence. Women do not understand that. They do not understand that. That's why they get so chirpy. That's why they talk so much shit. That's why they do shit like this, or they get online and advocate for causes that do not fucking benefit their male counterparts at all. They don't think about, fuck, if we go to war because of this, man, it might be my dad, or it might be my son, or it might be this, or it might be that. They don't think about these things because they've never experienced any violence at all. Any. They haven't even seen it.
Yeah. And I've talked about this on the channel before. I've talked about how men know that you can't pop off at the mouth talking to anybody. And I'll give you a good example. I'm 260 pounds. That dude is a big ass dude right there, right? He a big ass dude. And even he talks about knowing that the threat of violence. You could be up against one of them little wiry MMA guys and get your stuff rocked. Or you could be up against these dudes that's going to the boxing gym every day and get your stuff rocked. My uncle would go to other countries and train Muay Thai, right? Trained with the monks. I'm talking about like the Shaolin monks. This was a dream of his. My uncle's like 5'10". And a guy like me could be like, yo, you know, I'm gonna take this little 5'10" dude out, man, and get my shit clocked. Okay? We know this as men. Modern women today, society protects them and tells men, yo, she didn't put her hands on you, but you should never put your hands on her. Well, why don't she know to never put her hands on a man with the threat of violence? Why don't they know this? So I talk about this because it's a level of disrespect. No woman that respects men would dare think about putting her hands on a man. No woman that is healed would ever think about putting her hands on a man. No woman that is sane would ever think about putting her hands on a man because of the threat that is posed to her in her life. But still, we have women today do it, right? And you women advocate for it. Again, I wrote down, be better about showing comments. I'm going to start looking up comments and start screen capturing it or doing whatever I got to do just to show you all that women today will get in these comments and they will talk mess. That's right, girl. Clock is clean his clock. Advocating for women to put their hands on a man. Make that make sense. Devon Mitchell, my staff sergeant in the Marines trained under the tie. Salute Staff Sergeant Powell. Yep, absolutely. Thank you for your service, man. I appreciate you. A lot of military men up in here. I appreciate that. That's why I tell men to go where they're the happiest in life. Absolutely. Exactly. They seriously don't know how or when to shut the F up. Listen. No, Adam, the hardest thing in life is trying to be a good human being and being taken for granted by people who don't appreciate you. Absolutely. Hardest thing in life is to learn is becoming your own hero in life. I think both of you all agree. Both of you all are on the same track. I agree. Life is too short to waste on poor choices. Okay? D-Dog says, when you... Oh, I read that. All right. So we're not that far. We're not that far. Okay. Let's continue to move on, man. I told you we got a lot to cover tonight, so I got to get through this. Now, we also hear about how men don't care about their kids. So allow me to show you all for the next two clips, right, that men care. Women say men don't give a shit, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Women say that men aren't emotional, but that's not true. See, women want to tell you emotional intelligence is being a man that just spews all your feelings to the woman. And you should be able to talk to your woman. But as a man, we know that if you're overly emotional, we're not going to be in the right mind frame because it defies our logic and puts us in a worse situation. 2, women don't respect that shit, right? And 3, everything in our life has taught us to be protective of our emotions because it literally will put you at a tactical disadvantage. Crazy. Speak Spanish now. Late to the meeting of minds. What's good, my guy? Peace to the chat. Oh, thank you for coming through. You're good, man. Shout out to O. Make sure if you want to learn Spanish and you want to learn an easy way, make sure you go to Speak Spanish Now and subscribe to Brother O's channel. And all you need to really do is look at one video a day. And the lessons that O will give you will be invaluable. Even if you're just going to visit a Spanish-speaking country, Brother O is going to get you right, okay? Thank you, my brother, for being here. Let's go to the next clip.
Bro, you took my daughter from me, bro. You took my baby from me, man. You copping out the 15 years, bro. You getting 15 years for taking my daughter from me, bro. That's what you told me right here. You getting 15 years, bro. And my daughter, you getting 15 years, bro. You got 12 years left, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, my other kids got to deal with it. Hold on, let me talk to him. I want to can't get to him. Let me just say something to him real quick. But you took my baby from me, bro. You took my baby from me, bro. Like, I will never forget it for that shit, bro. Swear to God, bro. I will never ever, bro. Like, yo, bro.
Gents, this is very sad. This hits home for me. I lost one of my daughters, and I had to deal with that shit. This is why I went to therapy, because I didn't deal with it for 2 years. And then when the pandemic happened, it got real quiet, and I had to deal with it. And I still have to deal with it every day. And but to say that we don't care, shows that women aren't listening. They don't pay attention to anything that don't benefit them. Beware of those type of women. Do not allow them in your presence. Do not allow them to come into your life. And if you're a woman like that, you need to change your ways. Let me show you how important men are. Let me show you how important men are to a family, to these kids.
Who do you love more, your mom or your dad?
My dad. I love my daddy, my superhero.
My dad is my hero because he's someone that I look up to every day. And my dad.
I think every kid thinks like that about his dad. His dad is like, your dad's your protector. Your dad is like the coolest guy in the world. That's what you like. Yeah, everybody wants to be like their dad.
When you're a kid, you don't necessarily understand or even appreciate what your dad is trying to do for you. But it's only when you get older, you step back, you move out the house, maybe even start a family on your own, you start to really realize, man, what that man meant to me, my dad, what he tried to teach me, all the lessons.
Now, I showed you all that clip because I want to show you how powerful it is for kids to have that dad around, that Superman, if you will. And we don't always get it right, but we're doing the best we can. As someone 4Up said earlier, we're trying, man. We're trying. And we don't always get it right. I want you all to hear, before I get there, I'm going to Get a couple more comments. D-Dog says, I'm sorry to hear that, my brother. All good. Every man's circumstance varies. All you can do is choose the best path to walk in life. It's harder when people try to block your happiness. Absolutely. And try to block your purpose. Unfortunately, you can't even tell which is which and who is who. You'll never know that you'll end up with someone secretly trying to take you out. Yeah. And that's why I always talk about picking the right people in your life. It doesn't have to be just a woman. It's having the right people around you. That was a beautiful video, my brother. I thought it was, and I thought it fit in this video because I want to show how important men are. I want to show that. I want you all to see this next video. This woman here, her handle is on TikTok, I believe, Life in the Ash Lane, something, whatever the number is, Life in the Ash Lane. You all have seen her on my channel many times. She's an advocate for men, and I fully support her. And let's just listen to her video.
You're going to step on some toes with this one, but I believe you're spot on. Growing up with a very active and present father in my life, uncles, granddaddies. I had a brother in my house that was hard on me, even though he was younger. The men in my life provided for me, protected me, gave me guidance and instruction in things in life. So I knew they loved me. So when they had to correct me on something, they didn't sugarcoat. They didn't put no gloves on and let me help. No, they did not. I remember my uncle stopping me one day and was like, hey, you think that split is appropriate for a young lady like you? He ain't caring about no delivery, because what he seen was, we need to get this behavior nipped in the bud immediately, because that's not a good look. My dad would have to correct my mouth. My dad would have to correct the things that I was doing wrong. And he didn't always stop to think about the delivery, because they felt like what is happening needs an emergency response. It needs an immediate response. And so you are absolutely correct. There are a lot of women that were raised by their moms. Nothing wrong with that. But their moms were too busy being their friend. Their mom was too busy, having fun. I just want her to like me. And she never got that stern delivery from her mom either. So those are the women today, not all, but some, that cannot stand the tone and delivery. But it's really because you don't want to hear the message and you need a reason to deflect. And those are the ones that we are not even talking to because you don't want it. And that's okay.
Shout out to Ashley here. So I wanted to play those two video clips prior to this and have her talk about the men that's in our life. She talked about the delivery of the men that were in her life. It didn't always come out in a sugar-coated way, but isn't this the same complaint that they had about Kevin Samuels? Well, you're saying the truth, you're speaking some real shit, but your delivery is off. Like, who gives a crap about that man's delivery? He's trying to help you. He was one of the few people on this damn platform advocating for women to find husbands. I dare you, find other popular content creators that are pushing marriage. Don't worry, I'll wait, because there's not a lot of them. I've told you all my position on it. If you get married, I'm going to support you. I think that you really need to really evaluate getting married and put yourself in a position that you will not get used or become a sucker or a simp for someone. You need to understand where that person is in their life. If you're dating one of these women that, the post, they're starting to hit the wall, and now their looks are fading. They've been ran through by Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, Ray, Chadicus, Gloctavius, Felantonio, Leotis, right? They've been ran through the whole carousel. And now they want you to get married to them. I'm not saying don't. I'm saying if you are a single man, you need to be focused on your purpose first. But I am for long-term committed relationships. Because even in those cases, some of those people that are in long-term committed relationships, their relationships are lasting longer than people that get married. That's where we're at in society right now. Relationships are lasting longer than marriages. And we need to talk about that in the future too. Actually, I'll write that down. We need to talk about that. Maybe that might be a live stream. I don't know. I'll figure it out in the future. I have a lot to talk about, but a lot of topics. And this is why this channel isn't going anywhere, because I have a lot of shit to talk about. But I do my research and I try to, give you all the best clips that represent what needs to be said. Don't forget about Pookie-licious and Bradicus. Did I not say Pookie-licious? My bad. King says, thanks for dropping that young lady's name. Ash keeps it real. Yeah, my bad. I used to not, I don't drop everybody's name when I in the beginning because, not because I don't want you to have access to that creator, but it's also a way to protect them. It's not that I worry about you gents finding them. It's that, like I get hundreds of thousands of views a month. And not everybody is a subscriber. Not everybody comes and is a part of our live stream. And I feel that I know you all's personality from talking and chatting with you all about these subjects. And I hope you all have learned a lot about me in the process. And sometimes I just protect the creator from that. Not you all, but people that aren't a part of they're not a gent. They're not one of the ladies of the channel. They're not one of the gents. But when I can, I try to give you guys who it is. And that's why I stopped doing the watermarks. Plus, the watermarks just look bad on the videos anyway. Okay. But let's move on. We're actually making good progress through these. Yep, we're making good progress. So now we're going to get to the part I told you all we were going to talk about the purpose of a man. Ladies, I need you to understand something. A man's purpose isn't your purpose. You might have your goals aligned. You might be going on the same path, and that's necessary for successful relationships. But his path is different than your path. And the problem is a lot of women will leave good men because they don't understand the path that man is on. They don't understand why that man is operating and functioning the way he is. But if you are doing your job as a woman, that man, especially if he's a real man, he'll try to open up to you. Now, I've said this in the past. If a man tries to open up to you and you go ahead and you crap on that man or his idea or whatever it is he opened up to you about, he may not even tell you that you hurt him. But best believe he will be cautious about ever opening up to you again. And some of you ladies are in relationships with men like that, and you say he never opens up, but you never talk about, these women never talk about that one time he tried to open up and you shit on his idea. You shit on his feelings. You were dismissive. It became about you. He ain't gonna open up no more. And he might still marry you. But a lot of women have taken themselves out of the marriage conversation, out of the long-term committed relationship conversation because of their mouth. But before we get there, Black Bonnet's all right, man. Great seeing you, bro. Thanks for coming through, man. And thank you for the $10 super chat. Just checking in. I know I'm late. I was out trying to socialize with the humans. Salute. What's up, chat? Yeah, man. Sometimes we gotta look. I love socializing with the humans. Okay? I love doing it. Even when it's not always pleasant, it's necessary. It's necessary for me to socialize with the humans, for the gents that don't anymore, so that I can keep my ear to the ground. Not that I'm just recycling clips, but you also know that I'm out there and I'm seeing it real time, that I'm talking to people real time, getting a pulse on what's going on out there. Okay? Adam says, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Black by Design, let me get your, before we, let me get your name down in the banner real quick. Well, let's see where we're at. There we go. Yeah, so again, if you become a sponsor of tonight's video, then you will get your name down here, because I want to honor you guys for your contributions to the channel. And I told y'all, I've already turned off, monetization is not on. I've already dropped enough F-bombs that I don't know if they're gonna allow me. Let's listen to this real quick.
There's a lot of women that left the man when the kids get grown, because he's not romantic. He can't as good as he used to, but he done laid his life down and made the sacrifices to make sure this was all right. But man, you didn't tell me I was pretty. Man, yeah, nah, only so don't put nothing before you. Don't put nobody before you. Goals, visions, purpose, aspirations. Everything else is second. A man's goals, a man's purpose, a man's aspiration, and a man's vision. Everything else is second, including woman and children. My own peace of mind means way more to me than anything, homie. Because if I'm not at peace, how am I good to my woman, to my children, to my family, and I'm not right within me? But I done made this sacrifice for y'all. Nah, don't nothing come before me. This is nature. Nature's first rule is self-preservation.
Survival.
And I ain't going against nature. Not for my kids, not for nobody.
So, look, we're going to keep that party going. I'm playing these clips right now because a lot of women don't understand that a man's purpose supersedes everything. But we're in love. It supersedes that. It should supersede that. Because your love is temporary. You're not going to always love me. But my purpose, what I need to do for those who I'm responsible for, that comes before everything. Y'all want protection and provision. You say it all the time. But that protection and provision, that comes with a sacrifice. Listen, I said I wasn't going to talk, but let me say this. And then my military dudes will understand this. My military brothers and sisters will understand this. When you're in the military, they tell you your wife and your kids didn't come in your sea bag. That's what they tell us in the Navy. And it's the truth. You know, they didn't. Your ass belongs to Uncle Sam. And so, yeah, I'm not home. Yeah, you don't have me the way you want me. You don't have me at home exactly when you want to. I'm not there for that recital. You know, I can't be there for this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, the sacrifices I'm making go way beyond your comfort of having me around. It's bigger. And men get a lot of shit for that, man. Men get a lot of shit for I just realized I didn't put the banner back up. Sorry about that. Men get a lot of crap for not doing things the way the woman wants, when what the woman wants goes contrary to that man's nature. And then that man's self and that man's purpose and that man's goals for him and his family. Let's get to this next clip, because this is also going to illuminate this.
When I go to work every day, there are sacrifices that I make as a father all the time. I'm not around my daughters as much as I would like to be. I'm not with my family as much as I would like to be. Sometimes they resent it and what have you. I don't care. And you know why I don't care? Because I grew up starving. As a result of that, anything that I do to ensure the well-being of my family moving forward, even in the event that I'm not around, as selfish as that may be, I'm willing to do it because I knew what it was like to grow up with nothing. As men, provide, protect. That's our number one priority. That's how most of us think. And that plays a role into the kind of decisions men make, even when they're deemed selfish, foolish, ill-advised, or whatever. It comes with it when you're a man.
Ooh, man, look, y'all may not always agree with Stephen A. I get it. Some people don't like him. But again, wisdom can be learned from everyone in any situation. Wisdom can be had. And I wanted that clip in conjunction with the other clip is because women do not understand the purpose of a man. And go back to the original clips that I played for y'all about, a little bit under 2 hours ago, where women are selfishly are saying it's about them. The wife that don't know if her man is happy. The women wishing bad on men. They wouldn't speak that way if they understood the awesome responsibility of a man's purpose. Even these women, even if you are a woman and you are out there in the business world and you're getting it just as much as men, you can relate. You can relate because you have your own trials and tribulations in that man's work world, right? We're all dealing with the man. Men and women are dealing with the man. But your responsibility and the way you perceive life is never going to be the same as a man, because life is a lot harsher on men. Yeah, women have gone through some very harsh shit, some very bad stuff. But even in war back in the days, what would they do? They would slay all the men, all the young boys, slay them. And then they would take the wives as concubines. Now, that might be hard. And in some respects, that might be a punishment worse than death in some people's eyes. But the point is, you have another chance to live. And even if it is to start a family with some new kingdom, you still lived. Everybody else got the sword. Men got the sword. And why did they do it? They were protecting their kingdom. They were protecting their women. They were trying to protect their kids. All these things they were doing in protection and service of the community and the kingdom as a whole, and their family individually. Women don't have those levels of responsibility. Black by Design says, it was just me and my sea bag. When she was pregnant, when I got back, I knew then that it was just me. Yep. Exactly. And they told you that shit. They let you know. I've had times where I really needed my command's help, and I go to my superiors, and they were like, I'm sorry. We cannot help you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I just updated the tickler to include that. Right? Let me go with Mark said. Mark, thank you for being here. Sean, the sacrifice is huge. They don't really comprehend it. No. And they don't comprehend, Mark. Like when you see people that are doing stuff, my girl knows this about me too. Like if I don't do something right or the way I want it, I beat myself up so badly. Men that understand that they got something bigger going on, they feel that exact same way. They feel like, man, if I don't get this done exactly this way or exactly like this, man, I'm letting my family down. I'm letting the people that care about me down. I'm letting my business down. I'm letting my division down. We internalize that shit. And because we're not good at relating our emotions out, a lot of us are like those men that were in the comments earlier, suffering in silence. Because why does a man hold back what he's thinking and feeling? Because everything since we were little boys playing with other little boys and we're wrestling and tussling around, if you show weakness, you was gonna get poked fun at. You was gonna get talked about. Especially my brothers that grew up in the hood, showing your emotions is weakness. It's a survival thing. Go back to what Charleston White said. It's a survival thing. And a lot of you ladies don't understand. So instead of trying to understand men, you bash men. You say, even the woman in the comments, the creator that made the video, which she was saying, hey, we need to pay attention to men. Even she said, even when they do us wrong. How many of these modern women today are getting done wrong because they keep choosing the wrong man? Let's talk about that. I talk about that in my videos all the time. Look, I was saving this video clip for my next. I was saving a video clip for one of my next videos I'm going to make, but I'll play it twice. I don't care. I know you guys will still support the channel. Let me find it. Oh, damn. Oh, right here. I'm going to play this clip real quick. Not all of it, but I just want to harp on this point. I'm going to let the video do the talking. Check this out.
I would go for a bad boy because they're fun, they're exciting, they make my life a little bit more entertaining. As much as I should go for the right nigga, I'm always gonna go for the wrong nigga. But it doesn't mean that.
That's all I wanted y'all to see. That's all I wanted y'all to see. We get blamed for all the men that are supposedly doing women wrong. And I'm not saying that men don't. Good men even make mistakes, okay? Even good men make mistakes. But modern women today are getting on these platforms and they are telling you that they like the bad boy. Their life is more exciting. They're not bored. Things are more interesting. And truth be told, a lot of these women who want their life entertained by the bad boy aren't interesting themselves. They are boring. I just had this talk with my girl there last night. There are a lot of women who think they're interesting and they're not. And men got to carry the conversation. They got to entertain them. And I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the chat if you've gone through this. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been through this before. You've gone out of your way to try to, be outgoing and entertain a woman and whatever. And then she completely, like, you ask her questions and she got 1-word answers. The things she say ain't interesting. You're like, what the hell is going on? You got to do all the talking because she can't hold a conversation. A lot of these women think they're more interested than they are. I see the ones popping up in the chat. I see all the ones popping up in the chat. Yep. We have to entertain them. And some of you ladies are boring as shit. You just are. You are boring. And I told my woman, I said, look, I had a conversation and I was saying how I appreciate my woman because I can have deep conversations with her. And that's always been who I am. Look, I can be the beer drinking, outgoing party. I can talk smooth and slick. I can do it all. But the part of my core is I like to be able to have my person, my woman. And when I want to talk about deeper things, I want to be able to talk about deep things with her. And if I can't, in the short term, it might work out. In the short term, it might work out. In the long term, I am going to lose interest. I don't need her to be yapping the whole goddamn time, but she needs to be the type of person that I can talk to in that manner and I feel I'm getting something from talking to her. Because if not, you're going to lose me. I'm a thinker, and I like women that can think, or at least can fucking listen. Excuse me. Oh, I dropped the F-bomb. Jesus Christ. Thank y'all for the super chats tonight. I demonetized this video damn near 2 hours ago. Okay? Look at all the ones in the chat, man. Every dude been through this, ladies. The champ, man. Great seeing you, brother. We provide and protect, and we still don't and can't get a little bit of respect. Hell no. Ladies, if you're bored in a relationship, you're in a good relationship. Bored means no drama. You're good. But they can't. They can't. They can't. Thank you, bud. Oh, what's up, man? He put a 1 in the chat, too. I'm telling you, man. Every man that's been talked to, at least a handful of women, have experienced this where they're like, wow, man, I don't even know what to say anymore. Because the woman ain't helping to keep the conversation going. And listen, I know there's men that be like, so what do you do? Shit, nothing, chilling. I'm on the 4th, 5th floor. I know there's men like that. But it seems nowadays, in my humble opinion, that those are the men that they want to talk to. Oh, he's so interesting. The dude don't talk about shit. And that's the men y'all want? You want a man who can't think? Still wonder. Don't forget about the Backlash Bumble guy. Oh, yeah, that's right. That is right. I encourage every man 21 and older to read Psycho Cybernetics. All right. Put that on the list. Actually, let me write it down for myself. Let me put that down. There we go. All right. Thank you so much for that. Thurman said, we tried. We held the line, but now we've decided to cross the line. Women need to go to war on those women who are representing them, speaking disrespect, hatred, greed, entitlement. Absolutely, Thurman. 1,000% agree with you. And I think I've said that multiple times on the channel. Women, you are not standing up to the sisterhood because you're scared. You don't want to be ousted from the sisterhood, the wolf pack. You don't want to be kicked out of the snake's den. You may not be a snake, but you don't want to leave it because you don't want to feel the same loneliness that men are feeling being on the outside. So you will tolerate the BS that these women are saying. You won't speak up against it. And when you don't speak up against it, you're complicit in it. Now, the next 3 clips is how I'm going to close out this video. Okay? We're going to do the question of the day. I promised y'all that I promised y'all I was going to, but wait, there's hope. Okay? I always talk about purpose on this channel. And because I always talk about purpose, this is one of my favorite content creators to listen to. He's a Christian man, but he's also a very wealthy businessman. You all may have seen this man before. His name is Byron Golden. If y'all know about him, you know. Here you go.
You can't really ever start making a lot of money until you learn how to stop working for money. And that doesn't mean you stop working, you quit your job because you stop working for money. It means you work on things that don't pay you in the beginning, because a part of wealth creation, a big part of wealth creation, is delayed gratification. You have to put off things you desire to do now, and you have to sacrifice some of the things you want to do now on the altar of things you want to do in the future. What most people do is they do the exact opposite. They sacrifice the long term on the altar of the short term. When making your life better in any arena, you sacrifice the short-term altar of the long-term. It doesn't matter if you want to learn a new skill. It doesn't matter if you want to acquire wealth. It doesn't matter if you want to develop a new experience of life, like you want to have more energy and have more health and vitality in your body. It doesn't matter. It always goes down to the same thing. Valuing the long-term over the short-term. Why? Because eternity is more real than time. Because spirituality is more real than physicality. Because that's what it's a picture of. This is bigger than just a conversation about money. This is a conversation about how life works.
That's why I put this clip up. You look, I see in the chat, you guys already know that Myron is on. Man, the way he puts these concepts, I can listen to him all goddamn day. I can listen to Myron talk all day. And I have to stop myself sometimes. You know what I mean? Because he, why did I put this clip in here? Because I always talk about purpose and stuff like that, but I haven't given you all I haven't really given you all tools for it. And for my members, one day I promise, if you continue to be a member, I will do a video on that. Okay. But he said something in here that I wanted to share with you guys when it comes to purpose. Sometimes there's a level of delayed, like I say, sometimes. Some of the best ways to learn to that discipline that I talk about, and the discipline that a lot of us military men learn, is the delayed gratification of the now for the future. I've shown you all multiple times that I write out my 5-year plans. And I know there's a delayed gratification aspect to watching yourself write down 5 years worth of, hey, I want to get all this done in the next 5 years, or at least I want to be on track, right? You're not going to get everything accomplished in your 5-year plan. It's to keep you on your path when you get lost. When you get lost, like the men that I showed you that were in the comments of that video earlier, talking about we have nothing. I have no one to turn to. When you feel that way, it tells me right then and there you're not on your purpose. And I've also told you all how every great man, every great person, they didn't start off great. No one believed in them. They ended up, they always spend time alone. Think about Jesus. Before Jesus did the thing that we all know him for, where he, sacrificed himself to be put up on a cross when he could have taken himself down at any time. Where did he have that alone time before he had to do his great thing? He was in the desert. Okay? I'm going to give you all something deeper. Water is life. Water, our cells, our bodies are predominantly made of water. The earth is predominantly made of water. The atmosphere is made of water. Without water, that's why they're looking for water on Mars and all that stuff, because water indicates life. And where there is no water, there is no life. I would contend that I live in a desert, so I live in the depths of hell, which really makes sense when you think about all the nasty, ill repute stuff that happens in my city, okay? But here with me, Jesus went to the desert. The desert has no water for the most part. He was where there's no life. He was where there was death. It was a foreshadowing. He went to the place. He went into hell before he had to accomplish his mission. And some of you brothers out there and some of you ladies out there are on the cusp of making something happen. But the reason why some of you fail is you aren't able to be alone. You aren't willing to go to the desert and get within yourself and pray and meditate and get on board where you need to be at. So the reason why I played this video right here is because a lot of people today aren't willing to go through the delayed gratification to see the promise of the vision of the future. Are y'all hearing me right now? Are you hearing me right now? Anybody who caught that, that was for you. Okay? Case in point, we'll move on to the next video. I started this YouTube channel 4 years ago. And I had it when I first started. I'm embarrassed to tell y'all this now. But at the time when I started it, it was a sketch comedy show. And I did all these characters, right? Mr. Johnson, Jamal, Mr. Johnson, Jamal, I can't think of my other character. And I don't think the premise was bad, but it was a lot of work getting into each character, each costume, and I was still learning editing. And when you edit comedy, your timing has to be perfect. But then when I felt that that wasn't working, I started talking about dating relationships. And I started talking about it from a perspective of the way things used to be. And then as time went on, I realized this shit isn't relevant anymore. And so I backed away from that and I started trying to make positive content where I talked about positive things, kind of like what I'm talking about now. And that didn't work because a lot of people, they respond to negative more than positive. And I didn't understand that. And then I was about to give up on YouTube at my 1.5 year mark. And then two people said something. The first was a man named Roberto Blake. Roberto Blake said, if your videos aren't good, aren't being watched, then they aren't good, period. End of story. This might hurt your feelings, but if people ain't watching your shit, it's just not good. And I had to reflect on that. And the second person was Kevin Samuels. This is what Kevin Samuels said that changed my life. He said the reason why people fail on YouTube is because they're treating this shit as a hobby instead of looking at it from a business mindset. That might be hard to hear. Your favorite content creator. I may not be your favorite content creator. You may not even know who the hell I am if you're somebody new watching this. But a business person looks at it as, what's my product? And am I giving my people the best product? And when you give people a good product, they come back. Now, I'm not saying I had that all figured out, but the channel started to change. January 2022. January 2nd, I put out my first video. And that's when the channel started changing and morphing. And I still went into some changes and some iterations. I started doing travel stuff, but that just wasn't working for me. I didn't know how to edit travel videos the way I needed to. And then this year hit. Now, I was already had some good videos, but this year, I went through some hard times in the beginning, man. I told y'all my BMW started having issues and it cost me a lot of money. And I had a good savings saved up, but the damn BMW and people needing money from me, it took me down to the desert. It took me to the desert. And I'm sorry I'm going on this tangent, but please bear with me on this. And in the desert, I had a vision of how I wanted this channel to go forward and how to make it better and how to make it more entertaining and how to make it more relevant. Hell, I looked at all these other content creators and I said, they're all doing this. Why don't I do this? And that's when the channel started doing well. And the channel has been doing amazing. I have more savings now than I did before I went to the desert. I am happier now than before I went to the desert. Well, I was starting to get happy, but actually that's what got me through the desert. I got back with my woman, and that was on me. And the peace that my woman brought me got me through the desert. And the discipline got me through the desert. Why am I telling you this? Why have I gone on this tangent? Because I know some of you all feel like it's hopeless. And it's not. You just have to have a clear vision of where you want to be. And against all odds, you have to believe that that thing that you said is going to happen is going to happen. Not if, when, it's happening. And live in that reality. And that's something in the Bible that we call faith. Faith. And I had faith. And the first year, January 2022, when I said the channel changed, I put out a video on January 2nd. By January 20th, I had 1,000 subscribers. So there we were. By the beginning of 2023, I had already accumulated 6,000 something subscribers. Okay. So 2023, from January to the next January, gained another 8,000 subscribers. We were at 14,000 subscribers as of the beginning of 2024. And here it is. We're 9 months into 2024, and we're almost at 40,000 subscribers. So we've gained, almost 26,000 subscribers in this year. I could not have done it without you all. Could not have done it without you all. Black women only read fiction and social media. Boring. Oh, that's funny. Thank you, Devin Mitchell. Let me get you situated down here in this banner, man. Let me get you in this banner. Hold on real quick. Make sure I spell it right. Devin Mitchell. Okay, there we go. Gotcha. All right. Let's get you down there, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Well, let's get you settled in. All right. Thank you so much. Let's get you on there. Make sure. All right, we're all good. We're all good. Sean, the desert bears fruit too. Absolutely it does. I told you can learn in any situation. That's why you go to the desert. Actually, why do you think like fasting works? Sometimes when you deplete yourself, you're weak, but through weakness, your body learns to readapt. And it's the same thing when we're down. You have two types of people. The woe is me. Why is all this stuff happening to me? It always happens to me. If you're one of the people that says this shit always happens to me, then it's always going to happen to you. When you're the second type of person, and you say, I'll be fine. I'll get through this. I do. I've told y'all multiple times, I've been homeless 3 times. And every time I come out of it, I'm like, all right, I'll get better. Even when I was down at the beginning of this year, I was like, I've been homeless 3 times. This ain't shit. And then some of my best work has come in 2024. And my best is still happening. You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. Where are we at? Having tools becomes worthless if you don't learn how to properly use them. Absolutely. That's why people need mentors as well. Yes, sir. Sean, the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain, bro. Exactly. That's why I show you all that I write down my 5-year plans. Absolutely. Press says, of course, men have a purpose to choose the path most suited for him. Just be careful of the path that you do choose. Absolutely. Why are there so many laws today? Because people can't follow 10 in the good book. Oh my God. That's awesome. That is definitely true. Vision and purpose. Let's stay on our grind, gents. Sacrifice while you're on your grind. Our work will pay off. Please map out a 1, 3, and 5-year plan. Absolutely. Of course, no one is perfect, but live the best way you can. I love all this advice today. In Thailand, I recently bought 4 new tires and had a wheel alignment cost $150. How much would that cost back home? That's the kind of shit that would have had me in debt earlier this year. Even though I had thousands in my savings, I drained all of it trying to get all that stuff done. Right? Let's move on. But Myron, sometimes you have to realize that your moment isn't now, that you're going to have to go to the desert for a little bit, because all greatness comes from all great men and women usually have to spend time alone. But I'm talking in terms of men, because when we're in the desert by ourselves, we are truly alone. Okay? Now, this is a positive message I want to give you guys before I end with the video that I really, really want you to see. Okay? Check this out.
You're a good man. You may have bent a few times, but you never broke. And that's a true testament of your character. Every day you get up and go out in this world that's not so friendly to you, and you still find a way to make it happen. That's why I'm here to tell you that I see you and I appreciate you, and I got your back. Always believe and bet on you. I'm proud of you. You are a good good man.
Look, I wanted to show y'all that because that gentleman probably can say it more eloquently than I can. But I believe in you, gents. I hear you guys all the time. Just make sure that you're on your grind and your purpose, man. And then you'll find when you are working toward the thing, you may can't see it, you may can't touch it, you may can't taste it, but you believe in it so much and you operate as if it is, that it will bear fruit. Some of us have to stay in the desert longer than others. Realize Jesus was in the desert for 40 days, 40 nights. Was it 40 days, 40 nights? Something like that, right? Kind of like the flood thing, okay? He was in there in the desert, in the wilderness. That's a long time to be around death, to be around desert, being tempted with food and stuff, being tempted with things. It's tempting when you have without to do the easy thing instead of doing the hard thing. 4 years for me to get to where I'm at right now. 4 years. And I'm not the best YouTube channel. I may not be your favorite content creator, but I believe in what I'm doing. And I'm not going to stop. And I'm not going to let no negative comments stop me. So don't let anything stop you. All right? Now, remember I told you all about that extinction event video? And we talked about earlier how it's not men are not, look, listen, the world is not going to go extinct. What's going to happen is the people who are on this bullshit right now are going to make themselves extinct. They're going to weed themselves out. And all of the good men that women are talking bad about, or they're not good enough, or they're lame, or they're boring, or they don't excite me, those men are starting to watch channels like this. Those men are starting to figure out that, hey, if I just delay some gratification for a little bit, then I can go off and find my woman. I can start my family. Adam been in the chat telling us about it the whole goddamn time. So this is the last video tonight before we get to the question of the day, and we'll get up out of here. But I want to show y'all something.
What kind of man are you looking for in America?
Black.
Why do you like a black man versus a Turkish man?
Because the black men are so masculine, so gentlemen. I'm not dating with Turkish guys.
Why not?
I don't like dating with them. No, I'm waiting with American guys.
Why do you want an American guy, not a Turkish guy?
They are so masculine.
Really?
I don't like Turkish men. They are so jealous. They can accept me who I am. They are not my type.
So let me ask you this. A girl that's watching this, she wants to get a black man. What can you do to get a black man?
They love curly girls. Curly.
Puerto Rican men or Dominican men?
I like black men.
You see that light in her eyes?
Why?
You see that shit?
What do you like about black men?
I like everything about them.
Look at her. Her mind is working. Y'all
Come
see
on
that?
now, like, come on now. You know. I know.
You see that look? Let me just back it up just for a second. Just for a second so you can see her face. Hold up. Let me get the right look. See that look? See that light in her eyes? I'm going to tell y'all something. Here's some game. Here's some free game. If you talking to a woman the right way, and she look at your ass like this, whoa. This is the look that you should have from your woman. There's this passion, this desire, and then eventually it turns to respect, admiration, love, and you see it just brimming off of them. That's when you know you with the right person. If that shit ain't coming off of her like that when she's around you, red flag. Flag on the play. And guess what? Men are getting smarter.
Yeah. We're not going to fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
Right? Men are getting smarter about it. But I'm trying to give y'all free game. She gonna look at you like this. Right there. Like this. All right? If you know, you know.
About them. Come on now, like, come on now. You know. I know what's up. I know.
A preference when it comes to dating is, of course, men. Black men. I love me a black man.
Hey Willie, what's your preference? I like black hoes, pretty in the face, hair long, pussy two-tone.
To all my single Puerto Rican ladies, get you a black man. Yep, I said it. Get you a black man. You will thank me later.
She say I'm obsessed with thick women, and I agree. Yeah, that's right. I like my girls BBW. Yeah.
Once you go black, you never go back.
What race has the most attractive guys?
I like black guys.
Why?
I really don't have a preference, but like out of everything, I would probably choose.
Like, you like their height?
I think height is kind of like a big part of that.
What are you?
I'm Korean and Canadian.
What race has the most attractive guys?
Like,
Why?
they're always like tall and their features are always really nice.
What else about them though?
The personality, the loyalty is usually there.
What are you?
I'm white.
What race has the most attractive guys?
Mexican people.
Why?
I just like.
The time I made you, now you'll go to give me mine. Her mama, sister wanna fuck me, TT gotta get in line. See the WWE.
When I tell you the swag of a confident black man can undo all draws.
5 reasons why Filipina likes Black American. Number 1, Black American known to have a big hearts. What you see in TV is not true. Black American often big babies behind closed doors. They are the most gentle people I know. Number 2, they are very considerate and known to be very responsible. Number 3, Black American are very hardworking people. Number 4, Black American are often very sweet and simple. They just often getting advantage of. Number 5, this is my favorite. They are perfect for cuddle. They're very big.
What's the most attractive race?
Black men.
Black men?
Yeah.
Why you say black men?
I just like black men. I think they're attractive.
She's back. Yeah.
Me, I'm not even mentioning any names except black kings or Afam kings. They said you can have them. We don't care. They're just an old toy. And I was like, okay, that's not a problem because we Filipina value old toys. And now that I'm trying to help all these Afam kings and black kings, it's still a problem. They're laughing and bashing at me for trying to help quality man to marry a Filipina. They said they don't care, but they're still talking about it. Are you sure you don't care, or are you just afraid of losing good men's in the Western world? Are you trying to stop me from helping future king to find their Filipina queens? Not gonna happen. So my friends, especially to my chocolate kings, please protect me from all the hyenas who wants to stop me from finding your Filipina queen. Thank you.
Got not a thing, but a weakness for black men. God, so fine. Just look at yourself. Just look at you. You're so creamy and brown. You're looking like a coffee with just one cream in it. You're looking like a brown coloring pencil. You're so creative. You're so smart. You're so talented and confident. Look how you stand. Look at your hair. Your hair looking like a bag of ruffles. All of it. You feel me? And clean yourself up. Your shirt just a dripping all the beard juice, just a dripping all down your chest. And if you work out in the gym, oh my God, you make me feel so safe. Why you think we always putting up with your shit? You feel me? Like, why you think everybody else wants you? You're a king.
Y'all really can't stand it whenever I make a post defending black men. There's always a barrage of comments like, we got to hold them accountable. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for accountability, but when do we not hold black men accountable? It's like every day, every time I get on the internet, someone is always talking about what black men not doing right. As a matter of fact, the only time we do bring up black men is to hold them accountable for the stuff that they not doing. I mean, it's almost like we're letting our personal experiences and the media, first and foremost, dictate how we feel about our own men. Never mind the several instances of black men who are protecting black women. Never mind the black man who pulled a black woman out of a burning building. Never mind the black man who jumped in front of a group of girls and lost his life defending them. Never mind the black men who were taking 12-hour shifts to defend a black woman in their neighborhood. Never mind that the vast majority, over 80% of black men are married to black women. We got to stop letting the media tell us that our men don't love us and protect us. That's a lie. This country is hell-bent on destroying our men. Let's not help them.
Black women, you better get yourself a black ass man and hold on to him, because you can't make it without him. Fuck what you heard, baby. I love and worship the ground that a black man walk on. I don't give a fuck, and it don't have nothing to do with the money. I am the breadwinner, and I'm married to what I think is the best black man on the face of this earth. You hear what I'm saying to you? Oh, baby. But I am the breadwinner. He does not work because he have a problem reading. But we gonna work with that illiterate motherfucker. He be embarrassing me and shit, ordering shit he can't pronounce in a restaurant. Can I get a strawberry Dak Why? What the fuck is a Dak Why, you ignorant bitch? Point to it. You order shit else. But he's mine, baby. You hear what I'm saying to you? He's my non-reading motherfucker. He is mine, and I will kill a bitch if she step to him. I ain't fighting over no man. I ain't gonna fight you. I'm gonna kill your motherfucking ass, because that's my shit. That's my shit, baby. I will hit you in the back of your throat with a goddamn hammer. Say, bitch, I told you. Now you can't talk. You mad with me.
Oh, man. I wanted to show you all, the woman talked about an extinction event, and I'm going to tell you, you know, for men who are on their grind, on their purpose, forward thinking, and looking to the future, man. Like, listen, it's only going to be an extinction event for women who are going to choose stupid. You know, they're going to choose. They don't even realize that their choices are the thing that's keeping them single, when there's a bunch of single black men out there who love them. But see, the thing is, they don't ride or die. Even if you go to Monique, they don't ride or die like that for men nowadays, you know? And that's the woman you want. You know, she might be the breadwinner, but she's willing to hold up her man. And she don't give a shit what the sisterhood says about it, because what her man provides her in terms of counsel and being there for her is so much more valuable than the money. It really is. And when you show a man that appreciation, a real man that appreciation, he's going to appreciate you. You know what I mean? A good quality toy gains value as it ages. Absolutely it does. You're the one who said it best, bro. We not perfect, but live from the same mistakes. Learn from the same mistakes that you make, and grow from it, and that'll make you great. Absolutely. We're already living in hell, but underestimate the rewards of heaven. Exactly. The right path in life is always filled with obstacles to conquer. Yes, and that's what we do. Of course, we all get lost in the path to true strength, but it also where we find ourselves on the path we take. If doing what is right was easy, everyone would do it. That is real shit, TSG, big bro, homie. Yep. Real talk. Yep. Preston must have wrote some other shit up here. Look. I hope you all appreciate that. I hope that if you are a man and you've lost faith and you've lost hope and you feel no one else will hear you, I pray that you will join this channel, that you will like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video with someone you think needs it, and additionally, consider becoming a member of the channel where I put our exclusive content, where we talk deeper on these subjects. Those are deeper dives. Like if you are a member, I want to be able to talk with you. You've shown that you're going to go above and beyond, and so I try to go above and beyond with the videos. In terms of, at least, maybe it's not all the little cuts and stuff. No, it's us talking. It's us. It's me telling you real. It's me telling you some stories that of what I've been through. I just try to make it more personal, because you deserve that type of access. And I am grateful to each and every one of my members. All right. Poverty is loud, rich is seen, but wealth is silent. Oh, deep. That is goddamn deep. So men, let's stay in silence and heal because the wealth is coming. I have faith and believe. I have faith and believe too. I'm writing this down just in case it's a good t-shirt idea. Poverty is loud. Rich is seen. Wealth is silent. I like that. I like that. I like that. Thank you, Thurman. I appreciate that one, brother. Jesus, I love that one. All right, let me get to the question of the day and let's get up out of here. Okay. Question of the day. Do you feel like no one listens or respects men in general? And in what ways do you what ways do you feel unheard? What ways do you feel that you aren't being respected by society or by the women that you've talked about? Please share your stories down in the comments. You don't have to do it in the chat, but do it definitely in the comments after this video is done, because I want other brothers to know that they're not alone. That is one thing that we saw in that video, is that there was one guy that said, or there was somebody that said, hey, we ride for each other. And again, I've showed you all these comments, right? I showed you all this. Check this out. Let me do this. I showed you all this. Can I mute this? Let's mute it. I'm not playing no more videos so we can mute it. I'm going to mute that. Or actually, I can mute it here. There we go. So I'm going to let this play in the background while, hopefully y'all don't hear that, because I can still hear it. But anyway, these are your brothers right here. These are other men who feel like they have no one to talk to. No one is listening. But if you need confidence that there is hope for you out there, then watch the last video clip I played before this one. Let that inspire you to know that there are a group of women out there that are looking for you. But are you going to put in the work? Are you going to put in the time? Are you going to give up your resources? Are you going to delay gratification to find that woman who's going to love and appreciate you, like Adam has, like I have, like some of the other brothers have? Okay? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing? So, anyway, appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I'm not going to hold you guys much longer. And I'm not going to hold you guys. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Again, we're getting close to 40,000 subscribers. Mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing to me. And it's not lost on me the support you all give for me. And again, for my members, I will be working on that members-only video. It'll be out. I'm going to try to put it out tomorrow. That's my word. I'm going to put it out tomorrow. Unless something else happens with the software. And if it does, then I'm going to put it in the community post to let you know. Okay. But I think I'm going to do a community post anyway, just so I can put the link in there for anybody who wants to become a channel member. All right. What's up, man? Say peace. Okay, cool. Let's get up out of here. Okay. All right, gents. Until next time, live your best life.